Okay, it's a few days before Christmas and a package arrived. I love when Christmas packages arrive. This one is from a friend of mine, Vinny Battaglia of Accurate Mag. They're out of Connecticut. The Battaglias, it's a family-owned operation. They're really gaining a lot of steam and making a big name for themselves in the world of tactical rifles, sniper rifles for law enforcement, military, you name it. But also in a line of sporting firearms. Vinny's a very accomplished hunter in his own right. Vin's hunted the world with a bunch of different products he's made and does just a fantastic job. What we have here is a chassis. Now the chassis is the new, I haven't even opened it yet, it's the new Sport Tact. Now again, it's still sealed. I'm going to pop it open. I'm going to show you what I've got. I'm going to explain the options. I don't even know what the options on this one are. Basically, like I said, Accurate Mag is really making a big name for themselves in the tactical, law enforcement, military, sniper, and precision rifleman type class of today. They're really turning heads, and I think you're going to hear more and more about them. They've been making parts for a lot of the big names for a very long time. And I just don't see where these guys are ever going to slow down. Vinny's a great guy. Most of my videos are always archery or blade related. But in a prior life, I was very big into precision long-range shooting. I have everything from 50 caliber, 338 Lapua down to 22 Cheetah. I've hunted around the world using rifles. A lot of high elevation mountain hunting. 20 plus years ago, I was one of the first guys that I'd ever see in hunting camps bringing basically lightweight skeletonized sniper rifles into the hunting field. I remember going into Africa 25 years ago with basically a Macmillan Navy SEAL 300 Win setup. The guys I was hunting with, the indigenous people, they called it the wonderful machine. It just, performed like a sniper rifle would. Very accurate, and again, I've been a big proponent and fan of using a lot of the stuff from the sniper background into the hunting field. Today you're seeing more and more of that. What this chassis is a completely modular chassis that not only is going to appeal to law enforcement and military, but it's also going to appeal to sportsmen. I'm the guy that everybody comes to around here when they get a new rifle or they're having problems with the rifle to go to the range and try to shoot their gun in. Again, like I said, I was more into long-range shooting than I was archery and blades probably for a very long time in my life, decades. Again, like I said, I've hunted the globe from the Pamir Mountains of Asia to the Selous of Africa using basically skeletonized sniper rifles. I've made shots in high elevation out to 890 yards on game and have done all in between. So like I said, I'm big into long range shooting. Just I've been playing with the bows and things like that of late. But when this chassis came, it kind of excited me because, like I was trying to get to, I'm the guy everybody comes to when they have problems with guns, and most of these problems, they're bedding issues. They're guys that, they go to the range once a year when it's deer season. They try to get their gun to shoot in. They have bedding issues with guns. They end up shoving matchbook paper and everything else under there, trying to make shims, and it's never a real fix. It's just a temporary Band-Aid. To take your gun to a competent gunsmith, which is always a good thing to do, and actually get the gun pillar bedded, get the barrel free floated, get everything done correctly, it involves time, money, and you're buying a new synthetic stock. Most new rifles, some are coming with better stocks, but the average comes with a plastic style stock. Very bad to do bedding chores on. They're not meant to be rigid enough to repeatedly bed over and over again. Now again, factory stuff is really catching up. Some factory stuff comes with aluminum pillar beds, which is awesome. But basically, if you're going to take your rifle to get it accurized, they're going to look at bedding and they're going to look at probably a new stock. This chassis, and again, it's spawned from military and police, law enforcement, tactical shooting, is a drop-in stock. We're going to take my old buddy here, which is basically a 308, pet caliber of mine. I love 308. This is a 308 short action Remington. It was a police model. This gun has been accurized. It's been pillar bedded. The barrel's been cut down to 16 inches so we can affix a suppressor to it. It's been recrowned. The lugs have been lapped. Everything's been done on this gun trigger to make a very, very smooth, nice shooting weapon. The stock is nothing special. I had to actually put a little cone pad on it just to get the proper cheek weld. I cannot stress to you what proper cheek weld and what, everybody with shotguns understands fit. They understand if you fit well to a shotgun, you'll shoot it well. Rifles, you see those guys at the range, their face is floating above the stock. They can't get a cheek weld. They don't get it on the gun. Again, I've had to put a cone pad on this. I end up carrying a wind meter in it. But the point is, that's kind of janky. This modular stock that we're going to be opening up here is got an adjustable cone. It's got adjustable length of pull. It's adjustable in almost any way you can imagine, which is going to lend itself to making the rifle fit you better, and hence you're going to shoot better. This gun also has an oversized bolt knob and a Leopold Mark IV with the ballistic cam. We have the 308 cam dropped in. Again, this gun has been set up to use a suppressor on it. So we're gonna pop this out of this stock and we're gonna pop this into the Accurate Mag chassis and torque it down. All you need to do something like this, and again, that's why I'm trying to say for the average sportsman who can't get to a good gunsmith, this is a very economical way to relieve a lot of your shooting issues. All you need is an inch-pound wrench to switch these chassis out. Let's face it, CNC machining has allowed companies like Accurate Mag to do such an incredible job with fitment that things are plug and play these days. That's very cool indeed. Not only could this ail a lot of sportsmen's woes, if you're starting out and you want to build a nice tactical rifle, these chassis are available in a number of different actions, and I believe they're building rifles in 40 calibers. So again, let's open this up. We won't wait any longer. I've been excited to see it since it came. Okay, this is how it comes. Nice little package. I can see right away. Now again, I'm not sure of the options on here. We're going to be figuring it out together. But I can see we have the buttstock length is of course adjustable for I believe 13 to 15 inches, which is very cool. Length of pull is critical. Everything is vacuum sealed up very nicely, as you would expect a company of Accurate Mag's quality. Here is the basic. These are the options. The center chassis is your chassis. You can have adjustable, you can have folding. This looks to be the folding. I don't even know how to fold it, but I guess we'll play with it and figure it out. But we have a folding, adjustable length of pull, and an adjustable comb. Beautiful machining. This one is anodized black. I believe they come all anodized black, or you can get any color you'd like painted custom additional. So first impressions are very well machined. Typical AR type grip, but this one has a palm swell and it feels awesome. I mean, just everything feels very, very nice. This one has, I believe this is the tactical forend, which gives you a ton of options on mounting different things. Again, black anodized, multiple rails around it. Comes with all mounting hardware to set your action into the chassis. Again, these systems are completely modular. You can plug and play and pick what I think you have 3 forends and 3 butts to choose from. So something for everyone. And again, not just, yes, if you're starting out to build a base chassis, like start out with I need a chassis to build a sniper rifle or a 308 or a competitive rifle, these are awesome. But also for you sportsmen out there that are having bedding issues and stock issues and want to get that Remington or that Winchester or whatever you're shooting out of that old soft wood action or plastic stock that came with it, this is a very viable option to really give you a great base to start working off of. I'm going to turn off the video camera real quick, and I'm going to basically get that gun pulled apart by popping it out of the stock, and we'll get things going. I'll be back in a second. The neat thing about this stock is that it is held in place not only by your 2 bottom chassis screws, it is held in place by another screw that comes into your lug. So you basically get support from the bottom and coming in from the top to really lock things in. So 60, 60 on the bottoms, 55 on the front recoil lug. Slide on the forend. Okay. Now we have our forend installed. Our action's been torqued to the proper specs. Next, we've got to get some different rings to get the scope up to an appropriate height. Okay, it's the next day. I had to go out and get some rings and bases to accommodate the scope, the forend rail, do the Picanti rail on top. My other bases were not high enough. These are perfect, but I've got some Mark IV rings and actually a Blackhawk Picanti rail to mount on top. Again, 5-round magazine. We've got a Harris bipod mounted and a Cyclone Sidewinder suppressor. This is the completed gun. Turned out very wicked. I've set up the length of pull to about 14, which is what I usually shoot. I've adjusted my stock up and down to get it in the right position, and I've adjusted my comb to get a good field of view through the Mark IV. Next is out to the range to shoot it. We've got our old ballistic charts. Now we're shooting the same load, same action, same barrel, but because we moved the height of the scope up about a ½ inch, we're gonna have to replug these numbers in and get a new baseline. Again, video 2, we'll be shooting this little monster.